This is the Betting Memo for Tuesday, May 6, 2025. My name is Nick Parsons. This is your daily video update show for everything going on over at Sports Memo, guys. I'm really excited. This is the debut show here. This show is going to get you up to date. Who is hot over at Sports Memo? What are some of the biggest packages that we have available over there? You'll also get a daily client free play from myself. So that's an actual paid client pick that you'll receive every show, as well as some other great betting information. So yeah, guys, on every show, we're going to have a featured free play. We'll then have my daily best bet, which is the client play I was talking about. We'll then have a featured capper of the day, one of the cappers on the site over at Sports Memo who is particularly hot. We'll also have a featured free play that normally comes from the featured capper. So on top of my daily best bet, you're also going to get a free play from the featured capper as well. And finally, I'm going to leave you guys with some extremely interesting betting information on the streakers portion of the show. Gentlemen, please hit like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon, make comments. I'm definitely going to be checking out the comment section every single day. It really helps out with the algorithm. But yeah, without further ado, guys, why don't we just get right into it? It's our featured play of the day comes from the Insider's Room consensus product. Guys, this group of betting pros has been super hot of late. They're coming off a 3-0 overall sweep on Monday. They are number one in the NBA over the last 3 days, going 3-0. They're number one over the last 7 days, going 6-1. And they're number one over the last 30 days as well. The Insider's Room consensus product has another NBA playoff pick going tonight. They also have a free play up, I see, on the Washington Capitals. So you guys can check out more about the Insider's Room over at Sports Memo, guys. You can get their free play over there as well. Also, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Now it's time, though, for my... All right, sweet. It's time for my best bet of the day, guys. If you tune into this show every single day, then I'm going to give you a client play. This is one of the picks that my clients receive. Today's best bet comes in the NBA, and it's kind of a two-parter, in fact, because I do have a free play on the side in this same game. But I really like the under in the Pacers and Cavaliers, guys. Remember, always shop around for the best lines possible. Right now, I'm pretty much seeing 229.5 across the board. So as primarily a situational handicapper, I think this one sets up well to be more of a defensive battle after the Pacers upset 121-112 win in Game 1. This has been a difficult matchup for the Cavaliers all year. Indiana went 3-1 in the regular season, and then they won that opener. So they're 4-1 against the Cavaliers this season. But to maintain that level of play, it really seems unrealistic to me for Indiana. It posted that tough 119-118 overtime win against Milwaukee in Game 5. Then they pulled off this big upset here in Game 1. I really think that Tyrese Halliburton and Indiana finally have a small mental letdown here. Despite that win, guys, Indiana is still just 20-20 straight up on the road this year. Cleveland is still 34-7 at home. And so, yeah, I'm expecting the Cavaliers to double down defensively here. This, for sure becomes their most important game of the entire season. I won't call it a must win, but it's damn close for sure. Clearly, they can't go back to Indiana down 0-2. That would just be a complete disaster. But this leads into my free play that I mentioned on the same game, guys. These picks tie into each other for sure. I also like the Cavaliers to bounce back and cover the spread in this one. You guys can find this free pick on my homepage over at Sports Memo right now. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell and company, they had a particularly poor shooting night in Game 1. Perhaps rest did lead to rust after they rolled through Miami in 4 games. Darius Garland, he's been a question mark throughout this one, but whether he plays or not, I think that Cleveland is the correct call here in this basically almost do or die game. So that is my client play for Tuesday's show. It's on the under in the Cavaliers and Pacers, guys. But I also like the Cavaliers to bounce back and avenge that Game 1 loss. A free pick. Go on over to sportsmemo.com right now and get that. But now it's time to move on to our featured capper of the day is none other than Joe D'Amico, part of the first family of Las Vegas. Joe enters Tuesday on a number of really strong runs. He's 3-0 with his last 3 NHL playoff picks and 15-7 with his last 22 NHL overall. On Tuesday, Joe has 2 NHL winners and an NBA play ready. He's 23-11 all sports run as well. Make sure to check out Joe's 4% NHL slap shot play for Tuesday night, guys. Yeah, and you can find that again over at Sports Memo. And you might want to take advantage of a couple of deals that Sports Memo has going on right now, guys. I'll quickly mention this. Throughout the month of May, you can use the code MEMO50, that's all one word, to get 50% off daily packages. So you can use that on Joe's featured package here today, featured capper on his 4% NHL pick. Sports Memo also has another great deal going on right now. For a limited time only, get any Sports Memo handicapper's 7-day all access pass for just $29. And so that's a $79 value, guys. That's less than the cost of a single pick. And you get an entire week, every pick across all sports from your favorite experts or new rising stars on the site, guys. We have a brand new lineup, really exciting. We're looking forward to a great summer. And then we can't wait for football season, of course. So whether you're sticking with your go-to experts or want to check out the fresh talent on the site, this is a perfect chance to get every pick, all sports, all plays for an unbeatable price. Lock in 7 days of winning right now for just $29. Don't wait because this deal won't last. So guys, head on over to Sports Memo right now to grab that. We talked about our featured capper, Joe D'Amico, but now it's time for our featured free play. Comes from Tim Michael. Now, Tim, he is doing extremely well right now with all of his picks. He's Sports Memo's number 2 ranked handicapper over the last 7 days with a 14-6 all sports record. Tim has a free pick coming in Major League Baseball today. Tim is suggesting a play on the under in Philadelphia and Tampa Bay. And so I'm seeing that 8 is the number. And so Tim likes the under 8 here. And Tim goes on to say, for the most part, I base my baseball over-under picks upon the starting pitchers. And when looking at the starters' recent form is an important factor that I always take into account. So considering how well these starters have been playing of late, I definitely feel that this over-under line is a bit too high in this particular matchup. The Phillies turned to Zach Wheeler, who is 2-1 with a 3.49 ERA, while the home side counters with Drew Rasmussen, who is 1-2 with a 2.64 ERA. With Philadelphia coming off a high-scoring 11-9 loss at Arizona last time out, and with Tampa off a high-scoring 7-5 win at New York on the 4th, Tim's anticipating a much lower duel with these two capable starters on the mound. And so he's also predicted the outcome here. Tim leaves a predicted score at the end of all of his picks. And so Tim predicts that Philadelphia to win this game by a score of 3-2. Guys, go learn more about Tim Michael and get this exact featured play over at Sports Memo right now. Again, please hit like, share, and subscribe. It really does help out the channel, and it allows us to continue to put out this type of content for you guys. Finally, though, guys, let's move into our last segment. It's time for the streakers portion of the show. This is a section of the show at the end of each show that I'll leave you guys with some interesting betting information. As being primarily a situational handicapper, I'm always looking at lopsided trends, also lopsided winning and losing streaks. And so that's where streakers comes into play here. And today we're going to head to the ballpark. I've uncovered one really lopsided over-under trend. And the team I'm looking at is the St. Louis Cardinals. Now they're 17-19 overall, and they're playing the second game of a 3-game series at home against Pittsburgh on Tuesday night. The Cards won the opener last night on Monday by a score of 6-3. The total went over the number of 8 in that one. And so now, guys, St. Louis has now seen the total go over the number in 6 straight games. So I'm thinking there could be some value here on the under on Tuesday with 2 really starters going head-to-head. Paul Skeens is 3-2 with a 2.74 ERA for the Pirates this year. And Matthew Liberatore, he's 2-3 with a 3.44 ERA and a 30-3 strikeout to walk ratio. And so, guys, you know, with these two guys, I think that this is a streaker that we got to keep our eyes on. I do think that there's some value on the under here. We will check back on tomorrow's show to see if this, in fact, streak comes to an end or if it continues. But This show will not be continuing, guys. This is the end of Tuesday's show here. Lots of information we went over and lots to touch on again on Wednesday. So finally, guys, head on over to Sports Memo right now. Take advantage of those deals I mentioned earlier. And on your way out, please hit like, share, subscribe, all of those things. Hit the bell icon. And with that, guys, good luck, and I'll catch you in the next one.